Good evening and welcome to Hopkinton High School for tonight's varsity girls basketball game as the Ashland Clockers take on your hometown Hopkinton Hillers. The Tri-Valley League is committed to the highest ideals of sportsmanship and establishing a healthy environment for interscholastic competition. The league will not tolerate negative statements or actions directed towards competitors, game officials, or fans in attendance. Please respect all decisions made by officials. Please respect fans, coaches, participants, and opponents alike. Thank you for helping create a positive, respectful, and fun environment here at HHS. And now for tonight's lineups. For the Ashland Clockers, starting at guard, number 10, a freshman, Catherine Carter. Starting at forward, number 42, a sophomore, Claire Marcy. Starting at guard, number 13, a junior captain, Ryan Lima. Starting at guard, number 20, a junior captain, Kayla Madden. And starting at forward, number 22, is senior captain, Kaylee Sorrow. The Clockers are coached by Dave Leith. And now for your hometown Hopkinton Hillers. Starting at guard, number 23, a freshman, Lauren Cho. Starting at guard, number 3, a sophomore, Millie Sensney. Starting at forward, number 21, a sophomore, Caroline Connell. Starting at forward, number 34, a junior, Ashley McDermott. And starting at guard, number 0, a senior captain, Lily Morningstar. The Hillers are coached by Mike Greco and Pat O'Brien. Now, would you all please rise for the playing of our national anthem by the HHS Hoop Band.
HGAM TV presents another edition of girls varsity basketball. Tim Hladek here with Steve Spector. And Steve, tonight the Hillers are going to be hosting the Ashland Clockers, and unfortunately last time these two teams met, Ashland was able to come away with a victory, and actually the Hillers have been reeling of late.
Yeah, you know, the Hillers have kind of run into a tough stretch, and some of the losses are really due to this is not on or something. Sorry, we'll come back to that in a minute. As I started to say, the Hiller girls are, you know, definitely a young team this year, and they're dealing with injuries with Lily Morningstar. Also, you know, coming back late in the season, and we do see Olivia Gladue.
Right, for the first time this season, that's
like
right.
She's got her uniform on, so that it could be first time seeing her with her elbow injury. So here we go.
Right, last time these two teams met, as I mentioned before, Ashland was able to take a 34-22 victory over the Hillers in Ashland. As McDermott steals it away early. Madden's pass down low is knocked away. Looks like it's last off of McDermott.
Just getting some of our settings together here. The HCAM production crew, we got a good job by the Hillers getting the ball back after that scramble. Big block.
All right, guys, we're back after those technical difficulties. Just trying to get things going for you. Still a 0-0 game with just under 7 minutes left as that last shot did not find the mark. The shot clock violation going against the Clockers.
No score yet. 6:40 left in the first quarter. Early. Big doubleheader night tonight.
That's right, the boys. Steve and I will be doing the boys game after this one comes to its conclusion.
Really, Morningstar getting kind of swallowed up by number 42, Claire Marcy. Pretty tall, 6'1", sophomore.
Senseney steals it away. Probably should have drew a foul there. No luck, and instead we have a jump ball forced as Caroline Connell and Kayla Madden get tangled up.
Bodies flying everywhere. There's a jump ball. Good hustle by both teams there. Kind of a tough situation for both teams. Tim, with their records, really, well, almost a travel, and I guess it was a travel. You know, it's almost like both teams need to win out if they want to have any thoughts of making the playoffs, because they need to finish 500. They're going to, or close to that anyway. But
Right. Yeah, both teams are struggling a bit as of late. Ashland is 5-8, overall 4-6 in the TVL, lost their last 3 games in a row. And then the Hillers, as we mentioned, they are 4-8 overall, 3-7 in the TVL. The Hillers have been struggling mightily in their past 9 games, losing 8 out of those last 9, and with 5 losses in a row. And as we look at the stats we got in front of us here, there's a 2-point loss to Holliston, a 7-point loss to Medway, 5-point loss to Norwood, 3-point loss to Medfield, and then a 7-point loss to Millis. So close competitive games, but losses nonetheless.
Yep.
And definitely both teams looking to right the ship right here
No
in
question.
a pivotal rivalry game.
no question about it, and it just, you know, speaks to the youth that they've kind of had to deal with, and Coach Greco's done a great job just working a new system in with new players, lots of freshmen, and really lacking a big center type person.
Neither team has scored. Sorry to cut you off there, Steve,
Yeah, right.
but neither team has scored yet. Just past 3 minutes into this first quarter, a couple of wild shots thrown up, and nothing has found the mark as of yet. Senseney's 3.
There it is.
There it is, right on cue. Knocks
I
it
guess
down.
she must
from
have heard
deep.
you there, and well done. And Amelia has the potential to get hot and bomb it from three-point land. We've seen that even last year as a freshman in the playoffs. She came in kind of late in the season, and this year's kind of grown from that situation and done real well.
And a 3 from Ashland is no good as Ryan Lima's shot misses the mark.
Oh, a little too firm in the pass there from Lauren. And we got some substitutions, big substitutions going on here. Try to see if we can keep up with that.
It looks like Lexi Trendle, Brooke Doherty are in for Hopkinton, as well as Cameron McDonald, Lulu Murphy as well. Trendle gets her hand in the way of the pass, almost seals it away.
Ooh, almost a walk.
Lima's drive gets the bucket to fall.
Wow. Ryan Lima, junior guard. That's a heck of a play. What a defensive struggle. Ooh, almost a travel.
Yeah, Connell almost got cut up there. Was able to find help.
6 seconds on the shot clock.
Murphy probably could have got hit with a walk there. Instead, her shot off the mark. Trendle fighting
Nice
for the
job.
board. Up and in. Somehow gets it to fall. Tough angle there for Trendle, but she got it to go. 5-2 Hopkinton with 3 minutes left here in the first.
Lexi Trendle, freshman. Big play for her. Kayla Madden, really good player. Remember her.
Right from years past. Yeah.
This is her junior year. Wow, lots of bouncing. There's like a pinball machine up there. And it's good, wow.
Sonali Ciolino able to get in there on the offensive glass. Put a high arcing shot back in, 5-4. Hopkinton still in the lead.
A skip pass there. Oh, nice.
Great bounce pass from Brooke Doherty. Able to get the bucket. 7-4 Hopkinton now.
I think it was Cameron McDonald, but great bucket nevertheless. Number 24, I think, got that one. It's all right. I just want to make sure we get the right girl, but really nice bounce pass. Tough, not an easy shot.
Deep three from Madden.
Oof.
That just rattled.
Almost went down.
Hopkinton with the board now. Driving all the way. Doherty got it picked out of clean pick there, and then Ashland almost gave it right back.
Good job by the refs just to let the girls play. That could have been a travel there, but. Ryan Lima. Good D by Cam McDonald.
Pass inside to Ciolino. She was blocked. Yeah. And the pass bit off the mark as it goes out of bounds off of Hopkinton. Saw our very own Mike Tarosian down there getting involved in the action.
It's a heck of a play by Mike. The man does it all.
He's a man of many talents.
It's something on the.
It looks like something of
piece of knee brace. I used to have that same knee brace.
A lot of moving parts there.
Yeah, but it's okay. She's doing pretty good. Lily's doing great. It's good to see her back. Caroline Connell coming out. She looked a little exhausted. She played the whole first quarter up until a minute and a half left. So it's a good breather for her. She did a good job.
Cross-court pass to Lima. Nice pass there from Madden. Shot no good, and then an offensive foul over the back. Looks like that is going on Claire Marcy. And we mentioned before, I believe we mentioned Olivia Gladue. We saw her warming up for the first time. At least at Hopkinton, she might have warmed up away before starting here, but it looks like she's probably not going to be coming in. Has the clipboard. Looks like she's on no duty here for today.
Yep.
But still a good sign nonetheless to see her up and active.
Absolutely. Oh, nice move. Tough shot.
Doherty with a good drive. Can't get her shot to fall, but gets an offensive rebound. A lot of passing down low for the Hillers. Good look from Cho. Shot no good from McDonald. But another opportunity for the Hillers Falls. 9-4 lead now.
Lexi Trendle playing her heart out. Her nice comeback by Ashland right there. Lexi getting her teammates off the bench. That last hoop was great.
Morningstar drives all the way. The floater good. And a timeout going to Ashland. Hillers opening up a 5-point lead, up 11-6.
Wow, that was a crazy shot by Lily coming down the lane. Just a floater. Really hard shot. Just caught nothing but net on that and extended the lead with just 30 seconds left. Interesting timeout. Ashland, with just 30 seconds left in the quarter, decided to burn a timeout there. That may or may not come into play later on. We'll see. And but in the meantime, 11-6 Hillers, and we've got a long night ahead of us. But we've got good crowd tonight, and lots of parents here. We'll probably get the boys' game later, and the student section will be coming in a little later too. So.
All right. So the Hillers, as we said, up 11-6 after almost after that first quarter, still 30 seconds left. A lot of hectic play to start, a lot of turnovers and errant shots, but in the last few possessions, the offense has picked up, leaving us at the 11-6 score that we see. The last time these two teams met on December 21st, again, it was at Ashland. Just a 34-22 victory for Ashland, so not a lot of scoring in that one. We look to be around that average right now, maybe a little bit higher, depending on how the rest of this first half goes, but definitely a defensive battle when these two teams met last time. It looks to be the same for this one.
And just 25 seconds left in the quarter here. See if it's kind of in sync with the shot clock. So we'll see if Ashland just works it for one more shot. About 10 seconds.
A lot of dribbling from Lima.
Wow,
Her
nice
floater
block.
blocked from behind. Loose ball grabbed by Ashland.
4 seconds.
Another loose ball again.
Gonna launch
Madden
it.
finally gets it back deep from 3.
Ooh, almost.
Just narrowly misses the 3 from about that yellow stripe halfway in between the 3-point line and the half-court line. A deep shot just misses the mark. And again, that 30 seconds goes by. Still 11-6 lead for Hopkinton.
And I think we're going to have the Hiller girls cheerleaders to do a little routine for us in between quarters. So good to have the girls with us tonight.
Come on, Millers, let's score. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, Millers, let's score. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, Millers, let's score. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come on, Millers, let's score.
So as the Hiller cheerleaders exit the floor there, we're going to be starting the second quarter momentarily. Again, Hiller's up 11-6 after that first quarter that saw kind of the tides turn about halfway through where teams finally started getting the buckets to fall, and then we narrowly avoided that deep 3 from Kayla Madden, who looked pretty comfortable shooting it from
Boy,
out
that
there.
was came inches from going in, hit the back of the rim and the front of the rim and just kind of bounced out. She's been doing that for 3 years. It's her 3rd year, and she's a strong player. She has the potential to get hot and really good skills, good backcourt for Ashland.
Morningstar has the task of guarding her. Difficult challenge. Kayla definitely has a size advantage. And the pass down low, wide
3
open.
seconds.
That's why at 3 seconds she was so open. Just give me the ball, give me the ball, but a little bit too late from Madden, and it's a turnover going back to the Hillers.
I'm not sure if the Ashland coach agrees that it was a 3-second call. They were having a little bit of a chit-chat on the way up from the court as the referee goes by. Oh, too bad.
Pass from Cho to Morningstar, bit too high, goes out of bounds. Turnover there for the Hillers. Again, more discussion between the coach and referee. Ashland coach not too pleased with that little exchange, but still only down 5.
And the ref's not too amused either. Trying to teach him how to count to 3. But anyway, back to the game. The Hillers are still with 11-6 lead here.
Morningstar's
Lexi
pass,
too bad.
a bit too many hands in the way there, stolen away by Ashland.
Kind of forced it there. Lauren Marcy.
Yep. 2 Marcys out there as Madden with a nice pass down low to the sophomore captain, Claire Marcy. We've already seen a few good passes from Madden here tonight. And that one, no 3-second call on that variety. So good play there for the Clockers, down 11-8. Hillers haven't scored yet here in this second quarter. Fossbender thought about the 3.
There it is.
Nice extra pass to Morningstar from
too
3.
bad.
That was
There
way
you go.
off the mark, but Fossbender gets
Nice.
right down the lane, wide open, puts it up and in, and takes the foul. Chance for 3 the old-fashioned way. Kiki Fossbender getting involved on the offensive glass.
Another freshman making a contribution here for the Hillers. Kiki, what she did when she got that ball, she had a whole big path to the hoop, but realized that she's going to come in contact with the Ashland player. I guess it was Madden, and she used her body beautifully and hit a left-handed shot off the board, right-handed player.
And then knocks the free throw down to boot. It's putting Hopkinton up 6.
Big play.
Caroline Connell with great off-ball defense on Madden. Very active there, stole it right away. Chose hard pass to Fossbender. Was able to recover it.
Oh, nice dump down low. Oh, too bad.
McDermott's pass back to Morningstar. Short hopped her a bit, managed to get by the senior. Turnover for Hopkinton.
Good ball movement for 27 seconds for the Hillers there. Just couldn't work it for the good shot, but good idea there.
Connell's long arms almost stealing that one away, but results in a wide open 3 from Ryan Lima. 14-11 Hiller lead now.
Almost a travel.
Right, Fossbender just got it away as she started to walk with it. Now ends up with the elbow jumper. No good, but Caroline Connell stealing the ball away and drawing the foul. That's going to be the second on Madden, and definitely not what Ashland wanted coming into this one.
Great hustle by Caroline. She got position and kept Madden on her backside there, and Madden went over the top. Picked up her second foul with 5:24 left in the half.
And Fossbender had a wide open 3, but wasn't quite ready for it apparently. Gave it away. Now she shoots one just a bit short. Ashland comes up with the board.
Oh, there you go.
Morningstar takes it away. She gets an open layup as the result. Puts it up and in. Timeout. Dave Leith of Ashland wanting to talk things over with the team, down 16-11.
Yeah, that was one of those passes that my old basketball coach in high school would call a floaty. And Lily did a great job anticipating that, almost like a defensive back on the football field, and kind of easy pickings for her, and she's got great speed and beat the Ashland player down for an easy bucket. So yeah, 16-11. Hillers no fouls this game so far.
Right.
3 for Ashland.
And 2 of those on Madden.
Yeah, so overall, game's moving along pretty good. Got lots of parents, like I said, from Ashland and Hopkinton in the house, and get surrounded by the Ashland girls JV team and Hiller JV teams. The girls played earlier. The Ashland girls well planned out Subway to go boxes of that stuff, and very distracting for the crew here. But I say that, and we had a pizza party before, so what just can't win over here.
Yeah, I know you can't have it all. That said, though, hopefully we can have a Hiller sweep here tonight. The girls with a 5-point lead, hoping to complete their part of the bargain after falling at Ashland earlier this season. They've already scored 6. They only scored 22 in that last game, already up to 16 now, so they should almost double that, it seems, at this pace. But I'm sure they're not thinking about last game. Only this one is on the horizon right now for them, and they're up 5 with just under 5 minutes left here in the first half.
Oh, tough shot. Kind of forced that one. Wasn't much there for her. Ooh, that's a forced pass too.
Cho with a good job to come to it though and take it away.
What a pass by Brooke.
Connell losing the ball.
Wow,
nice effort there to save it as she was falling. Hot potato bit right now.
3 seconds.
Ashland manages to come away with it.
A little chaotic there.
To say the least. Lima
a lot
slapped hard when she shot that. No call made.
Could have been a foul there.
Cho looking to press the issue. She does. Right hand scoop layup. No good. And it looks like that was last off of the Hillers as Ashland will take over.
One thing to note, Tim, in terms of the way the schedules have gone, it's been a little unique this year. With the boys early on had like a road trip that was about felt like 5 or 6 weeks long. They barely had any home games, maybe one non-league game early, and then they've been playing at home for quite a long time. Most every game in a row, And that means the Hiller girls have been on the road for a while. So a lot of these losses that you're talking about have been on the road. So I think they have some home games coming up, which might help them to level off their record. Ooh, almost a travel.
You're right. The last 4 of the last 5 Hiller games have been away, with their one home game coming again with a loss at, versus Norwood. Sensitive launches a 3, just a bit short. McDermott grabs the offensive glass.
Nice.
Cho finds himself open, almost traveled there. Probably got away with one there, but Ashland recovers the loose ball.
Good ball movement there, just couldn't get a shot off. That looked like a walk to me. Look at Coach Greco is like, give me a break. It looked like about 3 steps there, but it was a great shot by Madden.
However many steps she took, it was a good finish.
High off the board, a lot of English off the. There's another similar shot. Ref's letting them play.
No one warning Madden as Doherty came behind her and poked it loose, and it looked like a late foul call there. I'm not quite
might
sure
be on Madden.
why he took.
I think that was a clean steal. If there's a foul, it should be on Madden there, because Brooke really, I'm not sure, maybe
Looks
just
like
went out of
from
bounds
Coach
or something.
Greco's reaction that the foul was called against Hopkinton.
I'm just trying to get clarification if it was a foul or, oh, I guess it was. Boy, I'd have to disagree strongly with that one, but Brooke did a great job kind of sneaking up from behind, and then Madden fouled her on the way out after she got the steal. But anyway, that was a kind of a homer comment. Nice move, no good.
Shot down low, no good from Ashland, but Trendle grabs the rebound. And Ashland wanted the call going against Lily there, but Lily drew the foul there. Doesn't seem to me like there was much contact from her, but either way, that foul going against Catherine Carter.
Good coach Dave Lith having conversations with both refs. Oh, nice no-look pass by Connell.
Good defense there from Ashland as Trendle was stuck with nowhere to go, and Madden stole it away. The deep 3 from Ashland, no good. Ryan Lima. Caroline Connell ends up with the loose ball. A lot of bodies hitting the floor in this one. Lulu Murphy drives.
Wow.
Tough, hard bank. Gets it to fall, 18-13.
It's a heck of a shot and a big bucket. The Hillers hadn't had a bucket in a little while. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Ooh, that's got to be a travel or something.
This time, Hopkinton gets the traveling call they were looking for, as Madden has been kind of throwing herself into defenders without much room to get through. This time, Hopkinton takes advantage.
Ashland with a little trap, half-court trap, looking for a turnover.
Murphy drives a nice bounce pass down low.
Oh, too bad.
But Trendle couldn't hit the shot.
Whoa.
Lima drives out of control, offensive board. Again, a lot of out of control play from the Clockers these last couple of minutes.
A lot of action going on here in the Athletic Center here tonight. It's only the first half. First of 4 halves we have tonight, so.
That's right. Just a minute and 20 seconds left in this one, however, with Hopkinton up 5. Murphy.
Too bad.
Pass that looked like right to Madden that time as she takes it away. Another steal for Madden.
Good D by the Hillers. Plenty of time in the shot clock, 15 seconds.
Pass down low is
Almost a
knocked
steal.
away. Connell fighting for it with Turner of Ashland in another jump ball. This one stays with Hopkinton.
Caroline Connell, lots of quality minutes tonight. She may not show up in the score sheet with some of her, with points and things, but that's exhibit A of her hustle. And she's had a few plays like that tonight. Oof.
Morningstar's pass
Forced
picked picked right
Well, that's-
away, and then too aggressive was Trendle. Ran right into the back of Aaron Flynn.
Not necessarily a bad foul, although it was a pretty full contact. Nobody got hurt, which is what I meant to say, but plenty of room for the Hillers to waste a foul there with only a second or third foul in the half.
Flynn's pass inside is off the mark, stolen away. Morningstar
Ooh, had
had
notion.
an opportunity. Pass inside to
Oh,
Connell.
that's
Great
nice.
dish off to Trendle. Great
Beautiful.
pass there from Caroline Connell. She found Trendle, who was able to knock the layup down. 20-13. 15 seconds left. Shot clock is off. And an offensive foul. This one going against Ciolino. A bit too aggressive on the screen there.
Well, she had the screen set, Tim, like, you know, to your point, and then she just moved her feet and her body into Lily there, drew the foul on herself. See if they can.
Pass inside.
Ooh, two
Ciolino
quick
again
fouls.
getting another foul. Caroline Connell doing a great job this game. Again, not everything's going to be mentioned in the box score, but getting in
Gotta launch it.
position.
Gotta launch it.
Murphy
Too
too
bad.
late on the bounce pass. Not quite aware of how much time they had left, but the Hillers up 20-13 after the first half. And again, after scoring 22 points in that first game against Ashland, probably a much better taste going into halftime this game, up 7 with a chance to kind of end this recent losing streak.
Yeah, and it kind of keeps the good energy by the Hillers tonight so far, and both teams coming out, you know, playing scrappy ball, and it's good to have a 7-point lead going into halftime, and looks like the Hiller cheerleaders are going to get it going again. So we'll hand it off to them as we go into halftime, and we'll see you in the second half.
Tim Hladek and Steve Spector back with you here for the second half, which should be starting any moment now. The Hillers maintaining a 7-point advantage, up 20-13. And Steve, we saw really kind of a tale of two halves within that first half here. Kind of spurts of great defensive play and then some spurts of good shot selection and getting some buckets to fall. What do you think we're going to see here in the second?
Well, I think both teams are hungry for a W. I mean, they're
right.
both in contention to make the playoffs, but they both really need to win the majority of their games.
Right.
You know, the rest of the season, they both, you know, both teams are capable of lighting it up. You know, Ashland's guards, Madden and Lima, you can see their talent, and some of their and the Marcy sisters, Lauren and Claire, you know, have some height. So I think it's going to be a tight second half, and it's probably going to be, you know, a fantastic finish. That would be great for us, great for everybody here.
Marcy down low to start, an open offensive board.
Nice block by Lily.
For Catherine Carter, she could not
Careful.
convert the shot. Hopkinton takes over. Now Sensini open for three.
Ooh.
Just rattles out. Madden finds Lima. Lima takes the hit.
Wow.
Gets the shot to fall.
Lily Morningstar, good defense there, and good job by the ref not calling the foul. Just let the girls play. I think that's great. And Lima hit a great shot.
Ashland switching to a 2-3 here. Trying to force Hillers to take some more three-point shots.
Oh, too bad.
That forces a turnover. With two Hillers on the floor, Ashland has an advantage. Sensini a bit too wild trying to get that ball, trying to take it away from Lima. Foul going against the sophomore.
Lima kind of lost the ball there for a second and tried to get it back, and then Sensini kind of dove at her and just kind of created the foul there.
Pass inside to Marcy, tipped away by McDermott. She was unable to save it. Stays with the Clockers. Nice drive from Kayla Madden, going up strong with the left hand.
Wow.
4 quick points for Ashland, 20-17, Hiller lead.
That was quite a nice shot. Right-handed player with a nice lefty shot. Almost a travel by Lauren there.
I'm not sure how many times Hopkinton has faced a 2-3 zone at all this year. So it'll be interesting to see how they combat it. Morningstar's three off the mark again. She hit the top of the backboard from the opposite side last half. Missed that one there as well.
Ooh, little shake and bake by Madden.
Madden kicks it out. The open three off the mark.
Oh.
And Morningstar got whacked in the head a little bit there. Foul is called.
Catherine Carter, freshman guard, starter. Don't see too many freshman starters. I mean, it happens occasionally.
Right. And Hopkinton got an open three on their last possession here. Let's see what they can do against the 2-3.
Oh, nice up and down there.
McDermott almost gets the ball picked, finds Sensini, another three off the mark. Madden grabs it for Ashland.
Nice play. Almost a travel. That's a travel. It looked like a travel from here, and everyone that in the building who is rooting for Ashland, including the coach, Dave Lith, is pleading their case that she got pushed, but I didn't really see it that way. As impartial as I can be.
I saw a little bit of contact, but she kind of folded right over. Maybe she was hoping she would get the call and then kind of tumbled and got hit with the travel. So no luck there for the Cloggers. Hopkinton will gladly take another possession. Haven't scored yet here in the third.
Almost a travel there. Oh, nice.
McDermott couldn't get the shot off. I believe getting involved in there was Kaylee Suro.
Coach Patrick O'Brien, his hands are, I can't believe, can't believe they made that call look.
Sensini from 3.
Ooh, in and out, too bad.
Another in and out. Not a friendly rim here tonight for either team. Madden gets the ball stripped, able to save it.
Nice recovery.
Lima's tough floater almost bounced in.
Ooh, that could have been over the top.
Quick call. I thought they were just going to let it go with Fossbender taking the ball. It didn't really seem like the Ashland player had much of a claim to that one, besides just having her hand touch it. But
yeah, I agree with you there. It should be, if it's a jump ball, it should be Ashland ball. If that's the call.
Right, yeah, and so it is. Ashland will have a full 30 seconds.
Nice
Madden's
D by
pass
Ashley.
inside.
Steal.
It's stolen away by
gotta grab
McDermott
it.
and stolen right back by Ashland. Marcy down low, turns, fires, misses, but 2 free throws coming.
You know, Tim, 4:43 left in the third quarter, and over 3 minutes in, and no points for the Hillers this quarter. And Ashland kind of has the momentum going their way. They've got a couple buckets,
Right,
tightening the lead.
The 2-3 zone from Ashland has given Hopkinton a bit of trouble here. They've had a few open threes, but just the shooting is not there for them right now, as the first free throw misses the mark from Claire Marcy. Second one rattles around again, no good. Still 20-17 Hillers with 4:30 left here in the third quarter. Sensini drives,
Nice shot.
mid-range jumper, again, just a bit off the mark. That's Fossbender.
Another quick. Oh! That's Coach Greco is.
Now that one looked like Madden had a hand in there more than the call they got down on the other end, and then it goes from not being a jump ball to being a travel violation. That was a tough one to understand, and I get Coach Greco being angry at that one.
Yeah, I would agree with you. There's a frustration because it was, if anything, that was as much of a jump ball as anything we've seen tonight.
Right.
Nice box out. Lexi Trendle having himself a good game tonight. Hillers could use a bucket.
Three from Fossbender. Again, just a bit off the mark. Morningstar fights for the rebound.
Oh, nice play.
Throws
Ran
a
a
shot
run.
up under the rim. Couldn't get it. Trendle with the board. She can't get it to fall.
Good idea by Lilly. Just ran out of real estate underneath the hoop.
A good cut from Lima. The pass a bit late.
Could be 3
A
seconds.
good pass from Lima over to Marcy. No good.
Nice box out by Lilly.
Morningstar sees the gap in the defense. Her layup, she was a bit too far under the hoop. And then a foul called on the rebound. I believe that's going against Trendle as Ashland's Kaylee Suro grabbed that loose ball. And the foul is against Trendle, her second. And an offensive foul called against Kayla Madden. She doesn't look to be disputing it much, but not a call you see very often at this level. Pushing off on Caroline Connell.
It's a big foul, her third with 3:18 left in the third quarter. Certainly would have. Oh, nice. Oh, too bad.
Caroline Connell is an agitating defender, let's say. She knows how to get people
There it is.
frustrated.
Right on cue again.
And even that one, they called a kick. A kick ball has to be an intentional kick. She threw it right at her leg. I don't know how that was called a kick ball, but I mean, still, again, Connell, good defense though, just being in the right place at the right time.
Brooke Doherty coming off for a breather. Putting some good minutes for the Hiller girls tonight.
Mid-range jumper from Ashland, just a bit strong. Trendle
Nice
fight
job
for
by
the
Lexi.
rebound. Almost got hung up there a bit on Madden, who's got to be careful not to pick up her fourth foul.
Wow.
Morningstar, the tough finish among a lot of Clocker defenders, giving Hopkinton their first bucket.
Oh.
And almost a great defensive play. At the very least, a great effort from Morningstar, able to seal it away, try to throw it off the defender.
What a spark.
Yeah, she caught it to hit off Lima, but unfortunately was out of bounds when it hit her. But a great sequence there from Lily Morningstar.
Unbelievable.
With all that, though, Hopkinton only has a 5-point lead.
Ooh.
Lima's lost the ball, kind of dribbled it right into the Hopkinton defenders. Another jump ball called there. This one stays with Hopkinton, or goes to Hopkinton, rather.
Hillers could use a hoop here. Only 2 points this quarter. It was 2 impressive points by Lily Morningstar that last trip down the floor.
Fossbender drives, stops, and pops. Nice controlled shot there from the freshman. 24-17 now.
Not an easy shot. No backboard to use. It really had to use a nice touch on that one.
Lima from 3. High bounce. Trendle with the rebound.
Nice box by Alexi.
Morningstar thought about the 3. The travel there going against Cameron McDonald. Most of those travels have been let go, but that one was a bit too, I guess, right in front of the referee for him to let that one go.
Yeah, that was the right call there. I think she dragged her foot.
Madden trying to back down. Gets an open 3 off the mark. Ashland has gone cold after those first 2 buckets to open up this quarter. Has not scored in the last several minutes.
Just over a minute left in the quarter.
Fossbender's floater just off the mark, but she grabs her own rebound, gets stripped,
wow,
manages
what
to
hustle,
save
huh?
it again. Connell, the nice step by, gets her offensive rebound.
Good hustle.
Dishes it
Get
out
out
to
of the
Lily.
key.
Lily again, a little push shot, gets it to fall. 9-point lead now for the Hillers, under a minute left here in the third.
Great action. The Hillers finally getting the offensive engine going here after kind of starting off cold in the third quarter.
Lima's 3 way off the mark, grabbed by McDonald.
Under control. Almost worked for one shot here. All of a sudden, it's a 9-point lead. It was almost down to 3.
Trendle down low to Connell. Her shot kind of hampered by the Ashland defender. Shot clock is off. Just over 10 seconds left for Ashland. Madden drives left,
Nice
gets
play.
it. She's very strong going to that left hand. Gets another bucket to fall. Hopkinton with 3 seconds left. Morningstar looks to take it.
Oh, too bad.
He couldn't get it to go.
Little contact there, no call.
The Hillers take a 7-point lead into the fourth and final quarter, up 26-19. It looks like we're going to hand it off to the center court here for the 50-50 raffle.
Winning number is 3509779. If you are the lucky winner, you can pick up your winnings at the table over there. If you're not the lucky winner, we have another 50-50 raffle tonight for the boys game. See you then. Thank you.
Nice finesse there by the announcer there, saying if you didn't win this time, you do have another opportunity, and that's right. We do have the boys game coming later here tonight for another chance at that 50-50 raffle, but the Hiller girls here are more concerned with this final 8 minutes they have in front of them. Again, up 26-19 with a nice little momentum change at the end of that third quarter.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, you know, both teams kind of hit a little drought there in the third quarter, but Ashland got a couple early buckets and then got one very, very late. And the Hillers took about 6.5 minutes to get a bucket in the third quarter, and both teams scored 6 points. So it was the Hiller girls still with a 7-point lead going into in the fourth quarter. Both teams need a W tonight to kind of keep their seasons alive in regards to the playoffs. And, you know, the Hillers with a bunch of home games coming up, this big game for them.
Cross-court pass from Madden. No shot right away. Lima loses the ball out of bounds. She thought she was poked by a Hiller, but no such luck for her. Hopkinton takes over.
Good D by Sensini, kind of creating a little disruption there.
Fossbender for three.
There it is. Oh, look good from
Just
here.
a bit short. McDermott
Nice job.
crashing the boards hard. Sensini
Step back.
took a James Harden step back there.
That's hard. I mean, her momentum was going back when she launched it from 3 points, so she came up a little short there.
Little miscommunication there between Madden and Marcy. Results in a turnover for Ashland.
Nice play by the cheerleader, dropping her pom-pom to make the pass back to the ref. Again, we don't have the rosters for the cheerleaders, but a heck of a play nevertheless.
Fossbender, the hard drive, kicks it back out. Morningstar for three. Struggling from three-point range is Morningstar today. No good on that one.
Nice box out by Cialino for Ashland, number 33.
Madden for three. Her shot no good. Fossbender fighting for the rebound.
Nice box out. Kiki's having herself a nice game tonight.
Fossbender thought about the three there, lost possession of the ball. Hopkinton retains.
Ten seconds.
Fossbender for three,
nice.
blocked by Madden. Good closeout.
Nice D there. Oh, that's quite a pass.
Right, Madden caught it seemingly without much concern there. Three from Ashland, no good.
Good box by Ashley. Good, just fundamental basketball there.
Shot five, the free throw line
Nice.
jumper just manages to rattle around. Kylie Hardenbrook, we haven't seen her much this game, gets it to fall, 28-19.
That's a big
Timeout.
hoop. Big hoop by Kylie. Like you just said, don't know if she's been in quite yet at all tonight, and coming in with, you know, just a minute or two into the fourth quarter, and that's a big shot. Kind of extends the lead, which has been hovering around, you know, 4 to 7 points for quite a long time. So that bumps it to 9 points with 5:52 left in the fourth quarter.
Right, and we mentioned the score of the last game a lot in this one, 34-22. Ashland took it, and it might be a role reversal of this one because Hiller's holding Ashland under 20 points as of right now, up 28-19. And really, the defense for the Hillers has been the story of the game. That and Ashland has not been shooting particularly well at all from beyond the arc. I'm not sure if they've made a three-point game yet, made a three-point shot yet, excuse me.
And while we have just a second here, we want to acknowledge our awesome crew. Director Tom Dings, on graphics Samantha Dings, doing cameras for this game is Mary Arnott, John Ritz, and Gene Comiskey. Thank you all for keeping us together. And we have Mike Tarosian floating around here doing a few different things. It's kind of a general statement, but he's making sure everything's running smoothly. And he did bring the pizza, which we appreciate that.
Absolutely.
Most importantly, the pizza was really good. And back to the action.
Yeah, we're all doing double duty here tonight. Our crew will be with us here for the second part of this doubleheader, which should begin momentarily after the end of this contest, which hopefully is a Hiller victory, but still 5 minutes plus to be played. Lima with an open three. She's no good. Again, more struggles from the three-point line.
Hiller's good job working the clock down. That clock is their friend. Might as well use it with a 9-point lead.
Connell steps around
nice
the
play.
defender again. Can't get that layup to
Ooh,
fall.
that looked like a
Yeah, again, it looked like another clean steal there.
just ripped it out of her hands. Nice
Right.
job by Ashley McDermott. quietly having a good game.
It's safe to say that the jump balls have been a point of contention in this game. I think that would be fair to say, but Hillers luckily keep possession after that one after it looked like an outright steal. McDermott fouled. Her shot just falls short, but 2 free throws coming for Ashley.
Just under 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter here. Ashley McDermott with 2 shots. She's had herself a good game. Hasn't got a whole lot of points tonight, but doing a lot of great work on the boards. Boxing out, playing some defense, and hit a big free throw so far.
First free throw is good for McDermott. Opens up a 10-point lead for Hopkinton.
Oh, too bad.
Second one just rattles out. Madden has position down low again, left hand up and in. Been her go-to for this game.
She's got probably 10 points, and most of them are left. Oh, too bad for Lauren. Just lost the ball there for a minute. Kind of leaves the door open. And we got Lily coming in for Lauren. Oh.
Joe thought she was going, but it was just for Fossbender.
Sometimes that would happen with me if I made a mistake in high school and have a
You're
turnover.
like,
I wouldn't want to look at my coach because I was afraid they would take me out. You know, I think Lauren had that same situation where she just had a turnover and I'm getting taken out. But she's having herself a good game and a good season. Ooh, tough
Madden's
shot.
3 gets that one to fall.
All of a sudden.
29-24, right? All of a sudden, 5-point game.
Let's see, the Clockers have a little momentum going. Oh, nice job. Good idea bringing it out. Still have 5-point lead. Just work for a good shot.
Wide open 3. Another
almost.
rattler. That one goes off of McDermott.
It's a good shot by Lauren. Wide open, got to take that shot. And just unlucky, just rattled in and out. Almost an injured referee there.
I'm sure Coach Greco's not too angry about that one. Him and that referee have been having a few discussions this game.
And the Ashland coach, Dave Lith, as well.
But when are coaches ever happy with the referees, though?
Yeah,
it wouldn't be sports.
Timeout. Maybe not a bad. There haven't been a lot of timeouts, which has kept the game going pretty well.
Right, yeah, no, this game has been. There hasn't been many stoppages at all, but here we get that fourth quarter timeout from Ashland, down 5, 29-24, 3:47 left.
Yeah, pivotal point in the game, and Ashland is scoring the last 2 buckets to thereabouts.
Right.
Getting the lead down to 5 or 6 points, and we got a 5-point lead now for the Hillers, and Ashland trying to figure out a way to bring it all the way back, and the Hillers are fending them off so far.
Right, Ashland, like I've said before, has had a lot of trouble hitting from beyond the arc in this one, but Kayla Madden is a good player, and good players can buck trends like that, and she did with the corner 3 there to bring it within 5 points. It was a tough shot, but she got it to fall. I'm sure Ashland is looking to draw something up to get her involved again, although not too difficult as the ball tends to find her. But in that same token, Hopkinton's going to have to do a lot. I'm sure Caroline Connell or Lily Morningstar will be on her defending, trying to make life difficult.
Well, she's certainly done a good job, Madden has, managing her foul situation after picking up her 3rd foul. She still has 3, so she kind of, that situation leveled itself off a little bit with 3:47 to go in the fourth quarter. She still has 3, and they need to shut her down. They got Caroline, tough defender on her. Madden's strong girl. She ran over Caroline, no call. A lot of contact. That's quite a battle going on there.
5 seconds left on the shot clock. Madden gets it, fires the step back 3, knocks that one down. Tough defensive lapse there for Hopkinton. Played good defense for about 25 of the 30.
Tell you what, Madden's had 8 points in a row for Ashland, and what was a 10-point lead is now a 2-point lead for the Hillers. And Got ourselves quite a finish going on here.
Then a little bit of frantic play on Hopkinton's end. Sensing he couldn't handle the pass on the other side. Turnover, now the ball back in the hands of Madden. Just down 2, Ashland is, after being down 10, like you were saying, Steve.
Yep, they got to shut her down because she's just kind of on a roll at the moment. I'm sure they'll be looking for her shot. There it is.
Another 3 for Ashland. This one just rattles out again.
No problem, plenty of time. Just work for a good shot here. There it is.
Morningstar open 3 from the corner. This one way
bad.
off the mark. Madden with it once again. Pass inside to Marcy.
Oh, nice steal
Throws it
by
right
Lily.
in the hands of Morningstar. She takes it. Probably could have got a foul there.
Good decision to not kind of take it into the trees down low. Oh, tough shot by Caroline. Oh,
Good
Ashley,
rebound
what a
from
shot.
McDermott.
Wow.
She gets in there, gets fouled for her efforts, and 2 free throws coming again for McDermott.
That's a gutsy play. Ashley, don't know how she meandered her way in there to get the rebound in the first place was one great athletic move, and then somehow she got the shot off and almost went in and drew the foul. Oh yeah, that's a big shot by Ashley.
Switches the first free throw. 3-point lead for the Hillers now.
Free throws are always important, especially in the last 2 minutes of the ball game. Wow.
Another clutch make for McDermott.
I mean, Ashley just went 3 for 4 at the line, and the one she missed went in and out. Those are huge for the Hillers. Four-point lead, a little better than 2. Good battle with Caroline and Madden.
And a timeout there going to Ashland. 2:08 left here in the 4th. 4-point lead for Hopkinton.
Geez, it could have been too many players on the court there. The Ashland coach was about 7, 8 feet onto the court calling the timeout. I don't. Maybe just the ref wasn't.
Yeah, couldn't quite hear him.
Yep. But yeah, quite a finish here. We got a 4-point lead, 31-27, 2:08 left. You can see the boys, Ashland is stretching out over there.
No sign of the Hiller boys, it looks like. Not yet, anyway. I'm sure they're probably in the locker room or somewhere walking around. But again, as you mentioned, Steve, we do have the second part of the doubleheader, the boys game coming up after this one. It's about 6:15 right now, so that game should be right on time, actually. But that is still several minutes away. Right now we have 2:08 left with the Hillers up 4. And a big game for both teams right now. It's playoffs still in the forecast barely for both of these teams, but they're going to have to start winning and winning fast, and this game will go a long way for either one of them should they come out with it. And the Hillers have the advantage now, but Ashland has the ball with 21 seconds left on the shot clock.
And they also have sort of more of the momentum going on overall in the last few minutes. They definitely had it going on, especially Madden hitting a bunch of shots.
She steps back again for that one. That's pretty much been their offense, has been Kayla Madden making plays. She couldn't make that one.
Good job by Ashley. She didn't block the shot, but she disrupted the shot and then put a good box on Madden for her to remember that the next time she shoots. So
Sensini wide open from 3. No good. Hopkinton hasn't shot well from 3 either. And Coach Greco with a nice play there, seeing what was to come, calling the timeout before Fossbender could lose control of that one.
Yeah, Kiki Fossbender, boy, you know, we've called a bunch of games this year, and this might be one of her best games of the year. You know, we say that we've been mentioning a few times a lot of freshmen.
Right.
But you know, the season's over half over, so they've got a little perspective now, and they're not as green as they were coming up from 8th grade.
Yeah, exactly.
But Fossbender's having a heck of a game tonight. Really early on, Lexi Trendle, another freshman, having solid contributions, and you know, Lily Morningstar having a bit of a tough time from 3-point land tonight, but she's had a couple of amazing drives to the hoop floaters that are going in through the lane, and a little kind of a precarious, I would say, 4-point lead at the moment.
Right. Yeah, we saw how quickly Kayla Madden brought that 10-point lead down, so that could very easily happen again. But Caroline Connell has been tremendous this game in pretty much everything but scoring. Her rebounding, defense have been key, extremely key into why the Hillers have a 4-point lead right now, as she's had Madden for most of this game. .25 seconds still left for Hopkinton to dribble off this clock.
Ooh.
And
That's got to be, that should not be they should correct that, because the ball was tipped. That was a really.
But he just explained to Coach Greco, Connell tipped it back over half court after it was touched, and I think that's enough to change the rule, or to say that tip wasn't the reason, although she didn't have control of it, but she did touch it before it went over half court. And that seemed to calm Coach Greco down. So not often when the referee's explanation does subdue a coach, not him in general, but any coach. That time it did.
Nice rebound
floater
by
there
Sensitive.
from Ashland, way off the mark, too strong. Now under a minute left, Ashland
Good job by Lily, going
probably
to
won't
wind this
foul
clock down a
this
little bit.
possession. But Ashland still needs to pick up 2 more in order to get Hopkinton to the line.
Yeah, that's going to come into play too. Not a lot of fouls, and doesn't look like that's going to come into play at all. The one-on-one situation.
5 seconds left. Morningstar.
Kind of got bailed out there.
Yeah, she was not ready for Madden to be right there, and I think Madden being bigger there kind of hurt her in that particular instance.
It's quite a collision there. Timeout by Coach Greco. I don't know if it's we got 5 seconds on the shot clock. I'm not sure what the rule is when a foul with that late. They get a new shot clock.
30,
wow,
right?
That's a huge break, and a really good timeout by Coach Greco and Coach O'Brien over there to settle their girls down, and that's a new lease on life. All of a sudden,
now Ashland has to foul again. Although that 5th foul does help them in their quest to get Hopkinton to the line, but more points for Hopkinton is not what Ashland needs right now. That is for certain.
I think one thing that Ashland you might see happen here, Tim, is that they may just go for a quick foul and then another quick foul to put the Hillers on the line and try not to kill too much of the clock, because 30 or 25 seconds, 30 seconds can in a one-on-one situation can last a little bit of time.
Right?
So I wouldn't be surprised if you see a quick foul right out of the gate on Ashland, by Ashland rather, and then another one to follow. They shouldn't foul Ashley because she's hot from the line. She's hit 3 out of 4.
Sensini looking to
Look
get
at
it
Caroline
in.
open.
They get it to Morningstar.
There you go, just work it. There's a foul.
And Morningstar is wrapped up there. And that will, if that is the 6th foul.
Yeah, next one will put whoever, maybe they've done their scouting report and who's in there. That's maybe not the best free throw shooter. They should probably foul right there.
In again.
There it is.
And that time she's fouled once again. And this time she'll be going to the line for at least 1. Chance to put Hopkinton up 5.
Yeah, so 26.6 seconds left, 4-point lead with Lily on the line. And this would sort of level off the records, at least in the Tri-Valley League, for Ashland and the Hillers. That both would have 4 and 7 records in the Tri-Valley League with probably 6 or 8 games to go.
Morningstar's
Ooh,
first
in and
free
out.
throw just rattles out.
Doors open.
Madden with it.
Close shot.
Right.
Madden ready to shoot from anywhere.
Right, she was. Coach calling that timeout kind of saved Ashland on that one.
Well, certainly 4-point deficit, 21.4 seconds left. Anything could happen here. Ashland with the ball, you know, they don't have to take a three-pointer. They can, can try to go for a quick hoop. I guess, you know, a couple options. That Madden's been on fire this second half, so they maybe get it down to her and try to get a shot off in the next 5 to 10 seconds, and then quick foul, and then see if they can do that again. So easy for us to say, but.
And as you were explaining that, Steve, we saw an image of the Hiller boys. They're standing by the locker room there, getting ready to come in. Ashland boys, you can see in the back of the picture now, getting ready for the second part of that doubleheader. They are the Hiller boys, again, right there, who are currently 8-4, I believe, overall. Pretty strong season for the Hiller boys. Ashland boys having a bit of a tougher time, I think, at 2-11 right now. But again, still 21 seconds left here in this one. Hopkinton trying to right the ship after losing 5 in a row. We'll see what these last 21 seconds hold. They wait to get the ball to Madden. She drives, left hand.
Oh, on the floor, okay. Yeah, it was before the shot. They're saying before the shot. Just this.
I don't know. I got a problem with these continuation rules for high school, because that looked like it wasn't while she was shooting, but I don't know, you're allowed to kind of have a step and then get your shot off, but not to want Ashland to get that bucket. But I don't know. It seemed like they kind of cheated Ashland out of 2 points there, and now another foul called on the floor.
Yeah, I would sort of agree. It was just a kind of a borderline situation. But I think under the circumstances, I probably would agree with you. And it's not that the circumstances of the game should dictate the call, but Ashland's got to get a shot off here if they're going to.
Right, yeah. Now all of a sudden another 6 to 8 seconds are off the clock. No more points for Ashland. Still down 4. They got to get it into Madden. They do. She's driving, kicks it over. 2-point shot is good. 4.5 seconds left. 31-29 lead now for Hopkinton.
Big shot.
So,
Kaylee Suro, senior, haven't called her number too much tonight. Her name, rather. And then the senior forward hits a big shot. Still Hiller ball with 4 seconds left, and I guess you could expect a quick foul. And the Hillers, if they can kind of get the ball in and kind of dribble it out, that would be fantastic.
Right.
But certainly down to the wire, 2-point game.
Right, and I would imagine, Steve, that you are right. As soon as if Ashland can't outright steal the ball, they'll be looking to foul right away. It will send Hopkinton to the line for potentially game-clinching free throws. If they can make at least one or both of them, would put them up 4 with not much time remaining, which should clinch it. But a lot can happen in between now and then. We'll see what Hopkinton has ready for the inbounds play.
Hiller's getting the extended timeout and home corner advantage there a little bit. Full court pressure by Ashland. And maybe there's a home run ball here coming up. There it is.
Ball gets into Morningstar.
Nice job.
She's able to get it away. Wastes about almost 2 seconds there as McDermott gets fouled. That's going to make it tough for Ashland, regardless of if Hopkinton makes any of these free throws.
Good job by the Hillers. It was only 3.5 seconds or whatever it was, but that first second, a great decision by Lily is a small little thing, but she knew she was going to get smothered by the Ashland defenders, and she got the ball back to Ashley, who inbounded the ball, and smart play by Ashley to get rid of the ball again, and she just too bad.
She misses the first one, and the clock operators started the clock too early because they thought Madden had touched the ball. It might be much ado about nothing because I'm not sure how much if they can replay that or anything, but the clock did start early. And we overheard somebody yelling, no one touched the ball, and they're right. I don't know what the referees can do about it, though.
Game is over. And
Both
that's kind of a
both teams are on the line.
anticlimactic, but I think they're trying to get clarification that maybe, you know, there's no instant replay, which they,
Right.
I think the coach is trying to explain, where the clock should start as soon as the ball is touched after
After
the ball
inbound,
hits,
right?
and I think the clock started when the ball hit
They
the
thought,
rim.
because it was actually a very smart play by Madden to let it bounce so she could kind of gather herself in order to get as good a shot as she could with 1.5
looks like
seconds
they're going to put a little
left.
time on the clock.
But and you don't want to penalize players for making the correct decision there, but a little bit of jumping the gun, so to speak, from the Hopkinton timekeepers there.
And we're just trying to clarify, everyone. It was a great game. As we're waiting for the decision to see what the explanation is. First of all, that was a great first game of the doubleheader. Ashland and Hopkinton girls put on a great show. 2-point. Right now, it looks like the Hillers have a 31-29 victory, and we're just trying to get clarification if there might be 1 or 2 seconds left on the clock, or 1.5 seconds, or maybe 1 second.
All right, there's still a lengthy discussion going on with coach of Ashland, and then that could be the athletic director or an assistant coach. I'm not quite sure who entered the fray there as well. But again, it's,
I think they're going to put about a second on the clock is what I think is going to happen.
I mean, I don't know how you managed to dictate how much time was wasted. So if they were going to redo it, I would imagine they would probably do a 2.5 seconds like they had on there, but they might just be out of luck. I don't know. I've run into this situation before.
Well, I think it comes down to the ruling of does the clock start when it hits the rim? And I don't think it does. I think it starts. Maybe they're having a conversation. The refs are at midcourt having a private conversation, so no one can hear them, and everyone's kind of waiting. But I'd say by body language, we could be seeing the ball going. I don't know who you give the ball to. Everyone backed off the ball. This is definitely an unusual situation here. I think they're going to put some amount of time on the clock. And do they give the ball to Ashland? I don't know how they can decide to do that.
I imagine if they were going to redo it, it would just be as if that play never happened, and they'd have a 1.5 seconds. Although it did happen off a missed free throw. So are they going to give Ashland an opportunity to inbound it? That's another question to be answered. But it's a lot of discussion, a lot of finger pointing going on. Not quite sure what we're going to end up with.
Well, that's I can see that. I can see Coach Greco looks a little frustrated at the moment. I just don't know, how much time they can. How can they determine how much time? And Coach Greco is not happy. It looks like there's going to be some amount of time on the clock. And then if it's a jump ball, and I guess possession, if it's going under the circumstances, again, I'm just speculating here, Tim. But
yeah, I wish we had a microphone over there to get a little bit of what they're talking about. We can only discuss based off the body language, which can be confusing, to say the least, at some certain points.
You know, the Hillers want to be careful where if there's a 1.5 seconds left and Ashland launches a three-pointer from, mid-court or something, you don't want to foul because it'd be three shots.
Right.
Certainly, I'd rather be the Hillers than Ashland under the circumstances.
Absolutely. All right. It's being up 2 is better than being behind.
We're having this conversation with the parents over there. 1.2. That's my guess. I don't know. Just a guess. I don't know how they can determine that. So.
Right. It's going to be tough. Again, instant replay would be key here, but no such luck. It looks like there is going to be something going on. If I can tell by where the pointing is going, Ashland will inbound it.
1.7. So it must have been 1.8 seconds left. I'm trying to remember what the exact amount was.
Right. It was, yeah. I think it was like 1.8, and then they thought she touched it, and the ball started. So this is about as.
Wow.
Oh, and then a timeout after all that called by Hopkinton. I mean,
Wow.
it's an unfortunate event, but this about is as fair as I can see it. And it looks like Steve is going in there to look at our YouTube footage to see what the actual time was on the clock. But with Ashland inbounding, this is about as fair as an outcome as I can imagine. There really is no great outcome because the initial moment was kind of spoiled there. But it looks like after this timeout, when all is said and done, Ashland will have 1.7 seconds left to inbound the ball and then try to get a shot off. Down 2. This will most likely be the final play of the game, although we've seen some crazy stuff already, so no guarantees there. But both the Ashland boys and Hopkinton boys are waiting patiently for their game to get going.
And thanks to our YouTube, the HCAM YouTube channel, and Mike Terosian directing along with Tom Dings and everyone here, but we were able to kind of take a quick look. We couldn't put it on live TV, but you can certainly look at it. There was 1.7 seconds left at the time Ashley took her free throw, and then as soon as the ball hit the rim, the clock started winding down, and then Madden grabbed the ball with about 1.3. So anyway, still a long way to go. Quite an interesting, unusual ending to say the least here. Look out for the home run ball. There it is.
The ball deep. Two Madden, she gets a shot off. Oh, just a bit short. And after all is said and done, we still have a 31-29 ending there, but that was the ending that we were looking for. Madden letting the ball bounce. Somehow she got a shot off and ultimately fell a bit short, but the Hiller girls will take this one 31-29 and improve to 5-8 on the year, 4-7 in the TVL.
Well, I'll tell you what, Tim, that was an exciting game, and like I said, unusual ending and a lot of drama there.
Right.
And somehow, Ashland had a chance to even win that game with 1.7 seconds left, and Madden gets a shot off and could have tied it certainly, but how she even got the ball down that end of the court is beside me. But she got a good look, and it could have certainly tied it up. But
good enough.
But nevertheless, a great win for Hillers. Kind of gets there in the right direction, and they have some home games coming up. So we're looking forward to the boys' game coming up. So 31-29 Hillers, and you can take us out here.
Right. So actually, the Hiller girls have two more away games coming up after today before the next home game. Going to be at Westwood on Friday at 6:30, at Norton on Tuesday at 6:30, and then we'll be back here on Friday, February 8th at 6:30 p.m. So a couple more games until we see the Hiller girls here again. But next, in a few moments after they're done warming up and with the pregame introductions, we will have the Hopkinton Hiller boys versus the Ashland Clocker boys. And again, we want to thank our crew one more time before we get on to the second part. Director Tom Dings, graphics Samantha Dings, cameras Mary Arnott, John Ritz, Gene Comiskey, and then Mike Terosian doing our role of investigator watchdog there, trying to get the time right as well as he could. But we will see you guys for the second part of this doubleheader.